Hey to anybody watching. This is actually kind of like my first review ever, and I'm gonna do something that recently came out that I actually really enjoy, and that would be good old Halo Reach. First thing we're gonna start with is gameplay. Okay, gameplay. When I first played the game, it was kind of hard to get used to the controls because it was, different from all the other Halo games. Reload was back to X compared to ODST and Halo 3, but I like the new armor ability system. It's really good. It could use some fine-tuning, but I like it. It's easy to play. It's much easier than any of the other games, if you ask me. And I suck at most video games to begin with. So when it comes to the weapons, some of them feel a little overpowered, like the sniper rifle taking out a Banshee in 3 shots. That's overpowered, if you ask me. You can't really change that, though, because it'll change the entire way the game is played. I'm tired of people complaining about the DMR. The DMR is fine. Live with it. Too bad the battle rifle is gone. Oh well. I can live with the bloom because it does add a little bit of challenge to the game. And I'm not really that focused on really playing much anymore because I don't have Xbox Live Gold, and campaign gets real boring after a while. But it's a lot of fun because it's fast-paced sometimes. The game types are really fun. I like Stockpile. I like that new one. I haven't played Headhunter yet. I really want to. I've heard some problems with there's some problems with Infection Online, so let's just hope they fix that. And another update. Well, some more gameplay. Sometimes the armor abilities can be really cheap. I saw a video where this guy was able to defuse a bomb in Assault just by using armor lock because it lasted long enough. That's kind of cheap, but who's gonna argue? It's a game. I'm gonna go on to story next. Story. It's pretty good. I have to admit, I haven't read Fall of Reach in a very long time, and even then I read like maybe the first few chapters for like an 8th grade essay or something, and I don't even remember. The only one I've actually listened to, I don't even read them, I listen to them, is Ghosts of Onyx. But onto the game. The story's pretty good. It's really just a story about how a team of Spartans tries their hardest to save a doomed planet. Yes, it's doomed. For those of you who haven't played the game, but you know how it ends, play the games. You'll actually notice they mention Reach in Halo 1 at the beginning and Halo 2 at the beginning. They even mention Reach is destroyed at the beginning of Halo 2, so there you go. Stop your complaining. It follows 6 Spartans, 1 Spartan 2, below on the camera, well, 1 Spartan 2 and 5 Spartan 3s. They try their hardest to defend the planet, and eventually they fail, like everybody else that doesn't really get to live past that day. I can't really go much in depth without giving spoilers, so if you really want to read a review or listen to a review, just go to IGN or GameSpot because they're really good. But I have to say they could have developed the story a bit better, but with what they did a good job, I have to say. Yeah. Design. I love the way they did this game. They did it very well. The character models look great. The visual effects were good. Grunt Birthday Party gets annoying sometimes online with idiots who have already purchased it a month and a half after it came out. The landscapes are awesome to look at. Just all the character models and the voice acting, which is sometimes good, sometimes bleh. But what do you expect? The aliens, the Covenant, all the different aliens look great. The skirmishers, they look really creepy sometimes, and they're fucking annoying when they kind of evade you all the time. The way the game looks, it looks very good. All I can say is it's like, you know, the way they did it, they put a lot of heart into the actual visual look of the game. The music, of course, is perfect because, you know, Marty O'Donnell is the only person who could ever do Halo music very well. Well, I don't think he composed it for Halo Wars, which is a good game too, which I will be reviewing soon, maybe next week. I mean, it's very good music. The voice acting can be shoddy sometimes. What do you expect? It's a game that's going to have that. Character models and designing is pretty good. Frankly, the only thing bad I have to say is sometimes I notice some lag with the animation, but that's it. Nothing really too obviously bad or anything. That's about it for design. It's really my whole review. So, yeah. I'll go to the next final part, just telling my thoughts on the video. So, yeah. My final thoughts. I love the game. I mean, it's a great game. I waited like all year for it, you know. Worked my ass off over the summer and with my parents, yard work and stuff with my parents just to get the $60 to get it. I went to the release party, the night of the release. I was like one of the first 5 people in my area to get it. I was so happy. I mean, I played it like up until about 3 a.m. on a school night, having to wake up at 6 a.m. and still went to school the next day. I got a lot of sleep after school though, around 2 or 5. But it's a good game. Overall, out of a 5, I'd give it a 4.5 for some minor flaws in the credit system and some of the other stuff that people will complain about just to complain about it, you know. Yeah, it's a good game. Easy to play. You do not have to play any of the other Halo games to get what's going on or who's who, because none of the other characters are in there. Well, except one cameo, but that's about it. Well, 2, if you're lucky. But, I mean, I suggest to get it. It's worth the $60 for the regular game. Next month, they're going to be having another a map pack released, which nobody's going to play because everybody plays on Forge World. Which I forgot to mention, but, you know, tons of people review the game anyway, so, yeah, this has been my very first review. Kind of successful, kind of long. Oh well, you know, I hope to make more. I hope I get actually some subscribers and get some views, you know. Well, thanks to anybody who actually watches this. I'll probably do another review next week on Halo Wars.